Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be speaking to a few ladies. If you're wondering if there are ladies who are willing to partake in this technology field, well, today you are about to find out that there actually are ladies who are very interesting. So tune in and you'll find out from them. But please don't forget to subscribe. If you view my video, please subscribe. Please like my video and please share my video. Thank you for coming, Sive. I have a few questions for you. What inspired you to partake in this career path?
Thank you for inviting me here. Firstly, I watch We Think We're Code in Morning Live. There's this woman, she's a CEO here. She's the one who inspired me. The way she was explaining everything in Morning Live, it feels like this is what I always wanted. I always wanted to partake in doing anything to do with software engineering, IT, and if like something in technology. This is something that I always wanted to do since high school, but unfortunately I couldn't. Have to do something else before I go for school. So that woman, she did really inspire me. Watching her talking about how women can partake in We Think We Code. It was nice. Her words, everything. I watched everything.
That is Nyari for you. That's our CEO. Love her. I love her. Love her loads. Yeah, she is inspiring, hey? She is inspiring. My second question for you. What do you think are the difficulties so far as a female who's trying to be part of this tech field?
It is difficult because not a lot of females are here. Most of the time we meet people who are more experienced than us, and most of them are males. And for us, you feel like, okay, this is yes. So it is difficult sometimes because of that. Because when someone is trying to explain something or try to tell you, you feel like, no, I don't know a lot. There's a lot that I don't know. But as the day go by, you say that now there's something. There's something you do,
and then you realize that you've learned something and you're different from when you started the day. By the end of the day, you tell that you've learned something new. Being intimidated. I know. The third question: which language you currently busy with, and how do you feel about it?
Okay, here we're dealing with Python, which I feel like Python is the easiest because I try to do HTML and
everyone is saying Python is easy.
I feel like Python is much better. You can understand everything. Yes, you can understand if you know the basics. Then everything just flow. I feel like Python. Yes, it is.
This is gonna be a nice cohort. Python is easy for them. Oh wow, it's a different story when it comes to us. Okay, Sive, the fourth question: what impact would you love to have in this industry?
The impact that I would love to have in our rural areas. I feel like the students should be taught in primary, like know everything about technology in this industry. It will be the best because we have to upskill every time, and we know nowadays the only thing that is there and it's working, it's continuing, it's the technology, nothing else. So if I could, I'll make sure that I take back to
you try to introduce it to the primary phase,
so that when they go out, they know that I have to do something like this. Because to us, you just have to study until grade 12, and you don't know.
We just had a conversation about that with Umbo. Like we were like, you'd go for 12 years at school, but you don't know anything. You can't do anything. You have no skill. Why did you go to school for 12 years, but you don't know how to live? You don't know how to manage your money. You don't know anything.
Yes.
Honestly.
So by doing that, you'll be helping them to know what they want to do after.
Yeah.
Yes, in the real world, because in the real world, don't do anything that we're doing in school.
Yeah, you
We
don't.
don't. So yes, it will be beneficial if I.
And then the truth that they didn't tell us that the tech field is such a diverse field. There's a lot in it.
Yes.
Like if, for example, me, I'm into marketing things, but you can market things in the tech field.
Yes.
If you into maybe biochemistry, you can try to work around your biochemistry using technology. Like there's just a lot. There's just a
Yes,
lot, but
that you
they're
can
not
do.
telling us that.
That's true.
Yeah, and then they're not introducing it to the kids. If the kid, imagine if a 4-year-old can do for loops, while loops, and then by the time they're in varsity, like how advanced would they be?
Yes. it
Do you
will
get
be
me?
easier for them.
But anyway, it's a topic for another day. Hey, the last question is if you would have to solve a problem using technology, what would it be and why? But I think you already answered that.
That's the thing.
Like the impact, you're gonna go back to. Oh yeah, so you already answered that.
It's good.
Gonna go back, give
Yes.
back to the rural area. So the second last question and the last question, you already answered them. Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming in. I like tuners. I like the thing is I'm always alone when I do videos. So now I'm like, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming in. Ruby, my first question for you: what inspired you to partake in this career path?
Okay, well, I feel like there are less women. Definitely, there are less women in this career field. So, as the world is advancing in technology, why would you want to stay behind? And it's really a rare skill to have. So, in the next few years, it's already in demand. So, it's definitely something that more ladies need to learn because it's really it's an awesome skill to have. So, that's why I took part in this program, really, just to learn. And it was really just interesting to learn coding.
Okay, that was a great answer.
Okay.
Okay, that's number 2. What do you think are the difficulties so far as a female who's trying to partake in this field?
Well, to be honest, the guys are really intimidating because a lot of guys have experience in this field. So really, sometimes when you're trying to get help, it's like,
Makes you feel less.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really just the hard part of it, but you're getting pushed through.
Yeah, most definitely. Number 3, which language are you currently busy with and how do you feel about it?
We're currently learning Python. So apparently it's the easiest languages, but I'm so motivated to keep on learning more. It's really interesting, just the concept behind everything. It's really just something great to learn. Really. There's nothing much to say.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, this is all. Okay, my 4th question: what impact would you love to have in this industry?
Impact. I'd love to have an impact to introduce more ladies into the industry, to join and learn this awesome skill because it's really like it's a flex.
Yeah.
Just saying I'm a coder. What? It is a flex. So
I still remember now, like someone would ask me, what did you study? I'm like, doing software development. I'm like,
yeah, like
really?
yeah.
I can relate to
It's
that.
really a flex.
Okay, our last question. If you would have to solve a problem using technology, what would it be and why?
Really, if I'd have to solve a problem, really just social media, bullying, and all of that, really, because kids are exposed to this at such a young age. When we used to grow up, we never had cell phones, so we never really worried about a lot of things. Just play, have fun, you're good. Now kids are seeing all of these things on social media and think they should have all of that, you know? So I just prevent all of that.
Yeah.
life, and yeah.
Oh, thank you, Ruby. Our third speaker, Tony. Thank you for agreeing for me to ask questions. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask you a first question now. What inspired you to partake in this career path?
Technology right now is at the forefront of everything, and it keeps evolving as time goes on. And the space is mostly male. There's a lot of males in the space, and I want to get the stigma away that females can't do anything that a male can, because you can if you want to, if you put your mind to it.
Nice answer. Second question. What do you think are the difficulties so far as a female who is trying to partake in this technology?
I think it is, once again, a lot of the stigma about it. People look at you and they'll be like, oh no, you're just a pretty face. They don't expect you to succeed. And having everybody have all these negative thoughts and words to say pushes you down, and sometimes it can get you in your head and be like, oh, can I really? I don't know. But I think pushing through and meeting all these other females that are doing the same thing and encouraging one another makes it so much more easier.
So the thing about the you have a pretty face, you can't do it. I still remember I went to this other tech event, and then this other guy, and he was saying that he was once a mentor here in my school, but he wasn't schooling here. He just applied to mentor, and he was like, you're also a programmer and you think code, and I was like, yeah. She was like, nah, what you go through about coding, I'm sure you guys always help my guys. You know, I felt bad.
That's such a way back
did something
mindset.
to me.
Like,
Exactly.
how are you still
It did
thinking like
something
that?
to me. I was like, why would you even say that?
With no shame.
No shame.
Just said it like
Just
it's
said it.
true. And that's what makes it so much harder. You get so many people that have the exact same mindset. And we should all grow together.
Because you are
Instead of-
trying, and there's people that are like, nah, you can't do it. You can't do it alone.
They haven't even seen you in action or doing it.
Yeah.
And they have an opinion.
Yeah. But anyway, let's move to the third question. Which language are you currently busy with, and how do you feel about it?
I'm currently busy with Python. Going into it or coming into it, not having any experience or any background, was a bit daunting at first, but every day getting the explanations, seeing all of the thousands of resources there are on the language makes it easier. And figuring it out, like it's a puzzle piece that you get each and every day, it's just like, oh my god, I can do this. I just wrote this and it created this.
And it's working.
And it's working.
Yeah, and it was super confident, right?
Exactly.
It does.
You're like, oh, I can do this.
I can do a robot right now.
I'm sure at some point I could.
Okay, the fourth question. What impact would you love to have in this industry?
I would like to show other women that you can do it.
Yeah.
The school that I went to was an NGO for the less fortunate. It was a private school, but it was still for those who are less fortunate. So you come from a background where nobody expects you to become anything. They expect you to go into the norm of what your family was, or the community was, or everything else. And I want to show people and that come from disadvantaged backgrounds that it's possible if you push through, and there are people that will support you on your journey. It may not seem that way, but in life there will always be those people. You just need to push through and persevere.
That's really nice. The last question is, if you would have to solve a problem using technology, what would it be and why?
I think it would be the education system, making things easier to understand for learners and students. A lot of students really don't have access to technology, but giving it to them in a way that's easier to understand, like breaking it down like you would explain it to a 5-year-old,
Yeah.
would make it easier, because you can find so many solutions using technology, but you have to first understand it and get the building blocks
Yeah.
to get there. So it's understanding it and making it easier and accessible.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for your insight.
My nerves are shattered.
It was very lovely. Thandokuhle. I'm going to start with the first question.
Okay.
What inspired you to partake in this career path?
Honestly, I just realized that we are more emerging to the technical space in the world. So I was like, okay, besides the money coming in, obviously, because it has quite a lot of money, it's just that it's going to be beneficial in the future for me specifically. Trying to find ways to how to solve some technical issues in the world that's going on, and also hardware issues. So I guess that's what really inspired me. And I'm someone who really likes to learn different things. I love challenges, to be honest. So I would say the space is quite challenging, but in a good way. So yeah, that's what inspired me.
Okay. What do you think are the difficulties so far as a female who's trying to partake in the tech world?
I would say not getting enough support from the other gender, and also the same gender as mine actually, because sometimes females and males, they could be like, oh, you are getting into a male-dominant field, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be like, it's so impossible for you to get in and all of that. So I would say that's a bit more challenging or difficult to get into this workspace as a female. It's just the lack of support from both genders, and that's okay. I think I have one more thing, lack of support, of course, but more than anything, it's the judgment.
The judgment.
Yes, we get judged for it. Maybe most of the time people could be like, okay, the reason why you're getting in or you got into this workspace is because you're a female. The
Yeah.
first thing that always comes to mind is because you're female, so we pity, you know.
Yeah.
So that could be one of the hardest things.
Yeah, to add on that, I still remember once I was reading something, and then this other lady was like, it's because of we have lack of role models. Like women in tech that are role models. And then you're like, oh, I look up to Thandokuhle, I look up to Lulibo. If there could be more Thandokuhles and more Lulibos, I think we would reach like the
Yes.
balance of having more women
Yes, definitely.
than males.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
that's the target.
It is.
The first programmer was a woman, guys. We have to take our. We have to take up space.
We have to take up space.
This is ours. It was designed for us.
It was designed for us, and we can. We
Yeah.
really can take up space.
Yeah.
It's really possible.
So yeah, moving on to the third question. Which language you currently busy with, and how do you feel about it?
Okay, I'm currently busy with Python. Okay, I kind of have like 4 months background on coding, which was C, and it was pretty difficult to be honest. So moving from that coding language that I know to Python is a bit weird for me because of some of the functions, how they operate and all of that. So yeah, but Python, I don't find it as difficult. You know, it's an enjoyable language. I enjoy it, you know, even though sometimes I'm like, okay, I think I know what I'm
wish
doing.
I would have.
Even though sometimes I could be like, I think I know what I'm doing, and then when I try it, I'm like, do I know what I'm doing?
Do you guys hear that? She says that Python is enjoyable.
It is, or maybe it's the environment that makes it enjoyable, like the people around me. So yeah.
Okay, I won't say anything. Number 4, what impact would you love to have in this industry?
Honestly, to make a difference,
Yeah.
to not only inspire my family or my friends or people that I know, but other young children, other young women specifically. As I said it before, that we don't get enough support, and us not getting enough support, there are not many females who do get into the industry because they're scared. They fear that, maybe I'm not going to be as good enough, or maybe I'm not going to do well. I've had a lot of those thoughts where I'm like, honestly, I try, I'm like, I don't get it, I give up, but you know what, I feel like that's not who I am, and I can't give up. So I really want to inspire young children, young females, that you can do it. It's not that it's difficult, but you can try, don't give up, and if you think it's really meant for you, it is for you. So just push. So I would want to leave that impact.
Did you ladies hear that? Did you ladies get that? Hopefully you guys got that. I have a last question, which is quite related to the second last one. If you would have to solve a problem using technology, what would it be and why?
Honestly, this is a difficult question. This is a difficult question for me.
I mean, we have a lot of problems in South Africa.
There are a lot of problems, but I literally can't think of one. And it's so weird how about a few weeks ago, I've thought about solving any technical problems, but now I just literally flashed right now. But there was one when I thought it was, I feel like everyone has it though, but like it's tracking, it's more or less like a tracking device on young children, young males, or just people who are, since there's a lot of rape, there's a lot of kidnapping, there's a lot of all of those things. So basically it'll be some tracking chip or device that will be installed in your arm or somewhere that can be safe for you, you know. So because honestly, no one has a phone, no one has other technical components, right? So you know how every child has that 6-year dose, whatnot, at every age. I feel like it should implement that as well, of course, but like maybe there will be a tracking device chip where it will all contact or all track your name, ID, and all of that. And then if anything else happens, then that should happen, I guess. Yeah,
It's actually great.
yeah, but at the same time, I don't know how that would really work, because we also need signals for it to, you know, because technology is all about network, you know. So yeah, that's
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This was nervous, but I enjoyed
know,
it.
right? I always get nervous.
Yeah, but
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also please don't forget to press the notification button for future content.